We're going to talk about one of the largest companies in the world. In fact, more than 1 in every 200 US workers works for this company right now. And you're going to know what company this is, but there's a couple concerns coming up over the next year with this company that could be detrimental to this stock price. And they're only trading up about 7% this year, losing to the S&P 500 by over 20% year to date. So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the TipRanks YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video on Christmas Eve. If you celebrate it, Merry Christmas. If you don't, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't figured it out already, we're going to talk about Amazon in this video. Amazon employs almost 1.5 million US workers. That's 1 in every 170 US workers works for Amazon. And we're going to talk about why that number of 1 out of every 170 US workers is so important, and it has to do with the Senate. But we're also going to talk about an FTC probe because of Amazon Web Services. So we have 2 potential negative catalysts coming up in 2022. And then at the end of this video, so stick around, we're going to talk about what I think could really change the game for Amazon next year to make this stock price absolutely soar. So there's going to be some potential negatives, but some potential positive as well. So stick around for the full video. You're going to love it, I promise. But first, let's talk about what's going on with Senate. 2 senators. We have Senator Rubio from Florida and Senator Brown from Ohio sent a joint letter to the Secretary of Labor stating that 1 out of every 170 US workers is an Amazon employee. The implication, supposedly, is that Amazon is getting too big and may be in violation of fair employment practices. If this investigation snowballs into something bigger and more worrisome, the Amazon stock price could shed some of its value in the short term, and that's when contrarian traders, such as myself, I like to buy the dip, could consider taking a long position. The second and potentially more problematic issue for Amazon coming up is a separate governmental investigation which could really sour investors' sentiment on Amazon. Now, if you're familiar with what's going on with Amazon lately, Amazon Web Services has had a flurry of outages affecting some of the largest companies in the world. This is really, really bad for Amazon Web Services, but I believe this probe by the FTC could be even worse. The FTC is reportedly advancing an antitrust probe into Amazon's cloud computing business. This is according to Bloomberg News, which cited people familiar with the matter. Allegedly, FTC officials contacted companies during the past few months in order to gather information about competition-related issues concerning Amazon Web Services. Moreover, this probe appears to be a continuation of an investigation that was started during the previous U.S. presidential administration. Evidently, neither Amazon nor the FTC has confirmed the current probe. Consequently, the full impact of these reported events might not be witnessed for Amazon stock anytime soon. Put this into perspective, right? If they continue to have issues with AWS, these outages, that is, and this probe comes out as something that is happening from the FTC, this could be really, really damaging to Amazon Web Services and the reputation of AWS. Now, I'm not saying that they can't get out of some sort of antitrust issue with the FTC. I think they will come out of this relatively unscathed, but it could again give us some sort of buying opportunity for Amazon because the share price of Amazon is absolutely crazy. And before we get into what I really want to talk about that could potentially be a fantastic positive catalyst for Amazon next year, let's take a peek at what the analysts have to say about Amazon. It is absolutely unanimous. There are 30 buy ratings for Amazon, giving this a strong buy with an average upside over the next 12 months of 20.5%. Here's what I think could really change the game for Amazon, that changed the game for Tesla last year. It would be a stock split. Because look at this stock price, $3,424 as of recording this video. If you have any familiarity with options at all, it is very difficult for most of the average traders to do any sort of options trading on Amazon. That makes it very, very difficult because of the very, very high share price, because contracts come in 100 share bundles. So it's it takes a lot of capital to do any sort of options trading for ticker symbol AMZN. That coupled with this idea, right? Even though there are fractional shares, this idea that Amazon is overvalued, or this crazy share price. There's this thought process with some people that a $3,400 per share price is too expensive, and they might like a $10 or $5 stock better. Again, that's just all perception, but that perception tends to drive some stock purchases for some individuals in the market. And I believe some sort of 10 to 1, 15 to 1, something like that, maybe even a 20 to 1 stock split to get down to, the price of, say, Apple or something like that, would be a fantastic move for Amazon to do. I really, really do. I think a stock split is in the cards for Amazon. I think it's almost a necessity at this point because how expensive it is. And I think that could be a massive positive catalyst for Amazon next year. Because again, if you take a peek at the charts for Amazon, you can see, guys, over the past year, they're only up 7.8%, where the S&P is up over 27% over that same period. So it's just something to look at, something that's pretty daunting for Amazon to not have done as well as even the S&P. And Warren Buffett keeps saying it over and over again. It's difficult to beat the S&P, so don't even try. But some people do it on a regular basis. But Amazon did not do it this year. Guys, that is what I wanted to share with you on this Christmas Eve. Again, Merry Christmas if you celebrate, Happy Holidays if you don't. I hope you guys are all doing great. If you learned something new or found any value in this video at all, please let me know by hitting that like button and that subscribe button down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.